Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC and another edition of TNFNU Thoughts and Feelings and Updates. So today I want to talk to you guys about a bunch of things, but I want to first start off with a little bit of confusion that's been going on. And I didn't think I would have to explain this again, but I need to. So with my logo and my maker's mark, etc., there seems to be a little bit of confusion with the way that it's supposed to be placed or the way that it's supposed to be orientated. So once again, I will show you. This is my logo. Aries EDC. So the logo is the Aries sign, which is the ram. And the Aries sign has followed me kind of throughout my life. When I was a kid, there was some stuff in the house that had the Aries on it, representing me because I'm an Aries. And then just basically throughout my life, I've always had this symbol, and it's the ram. So you have the ram symbol. And then you have my initials that are in the logo as well. So my initials are S and H. So you guys know my first name is Scott. My last name starts with the H. So you have an S and you have the H. So you have the Aries symbol and my initials, which is within the logo. So the correct orientation of this logo is this way. That is the right way to have it. So hopefully that clears it up for everybody. Look at my, my thumbnail on my profile. My maker's mark and all my knives, they're all that way. So just so you guys know, in the future, when you have a sticker or you get a sticker and you place a sticker, it's that side up. And that is what it is. So you have the ram of the Aries and my initials all within the logo. And that's what the logo is. Speaking of that, I got a really cool gift. My wife, who I love, of course, gave me a gift, kind of like an anniversary Valentine's Day thing. And it's the coolest thing in the world. And I have to find a place to put it. I'm either going to put it on the door or on the other side of the door facing the other way because it's freaking awesome. I can't even put it in here. Look at that thing. She got me a sign for the shop. Since I always call this area and that area the shop, she got me my sign with the correct way to put the logo, by the way. And I got a cool sign for the shop. Isn't that freaking awesome? That is awesome. That is the greatest thing ever. So, I can't wait to get that up in there. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I have a sign up there right now, and I think that's totally going to take its place. But isn't that cool? God, baby, if you ever watch this, I know you never will, but I love you. You're amazing. So hopefully that clears up the whole thing with the logo because, I didn't want that to be too crazy. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, you guys have seen this week, I posted a video on the South African knife, this thing, the Capo Lavoro, and pickled steel. So that video came out and that was a fun review. And I got to learn a little bit about a knife company that I had never heard of. And that was fun. And I hope I get to do more of that kind of stuff. Everybody's done, knife reviews and all the big companies, Kaiser, Civivi, Benchmade, Spyderco, everything else, which is fine. And I would love to get some of those knives that I don't normally would be able to get in my hands in just so I could see it, experience it, and give it back to that owner. I'm perfectly fine with that. But to do a company that nobody's heard of and to get eyes on a company, maybe that they're growing and they just started and are looking to grow and looking to build an audience and a customer base, that was awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Pickled steel. Basically, I get to keep this thing around a little bit, and I think I might be getting two other ones. one that I'm really excited about. So hopefully you guys will be able to get to see those very soon. But, you know, it's kind of mind-boggling to me that I started this channel and just closed-minded, thinking I'm just, you know, whatever. I'm closed-minded into the fact that I think my reach isn't that far. And then all of a sudden I have somebody from Germany wanting to send me a knife design for me to make. And then he sends me the design, so I make it. It's the Yokdo. And it's all the way from Germany. And then he's sending me the kits with the leather sheath and all of this stuff for you guys. That was mind-blowing. So it's like, wow, my reach goes all the way to Germany? What? That's just like mind-blowing to me. And then all of a sudden, I got somebody reaching out for me from South Africa. And then he's sending me knives, and I'm learning about a South African knife company. What world is this? It's like, it's crazy to think about, where I'm just like some little guy making knives in my garage. And then all of a sudden I got South African knife companies sending me knives, and a German leather maker sending me knife designs to help make and get more spotlight on him. It was awesome. And having chats with these guys, learning about them, and I don't know, guys. It's mind-blowing to me. I'm just here doing my thing, really just kind of having fun, and all of a sudden, you know, I get opportunities like this. It's kind of, I pinch myself all the time, like, is this really happening? But yeah, it's really happening, and it's pretty darn amazing, and I love every second of it. So that was cool, and I'm hoping to get some more stuff like this moving forward. American companies, I would love to get some American companies, whatever. If you're out there and you're watching this and you're like, he might be interested in this, hit me up on Instagram. That's probably the best way to do it. But man, you know, to be able to come up with a design that people seem to really like, and to have these big kits and everything for everybody to enjoy, and then to be able to introduce everybody to this company that's doing some really cool stuff. Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing to me to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been fun, and it's to be able to learn about a company, because it was like, hey, I'm going to send you this knife, which is great. I can do a review on the knife, but I want to learn about the company. Who are they? What are they doing? And then to discuss with the owner some stuff. So I got to talk to Aldo, and he sent me a bunch of information, and he was very open, and he was great to work with. And now all of a sudden, you know, fans of Pickled Steel are reaching out and saying, man, they're great. He's awesome to work with. And I can see it. You know, he's trying to offer really great product at a really great price for everybody. And hey, kudos to that. I'm totally on board with that. That's awesome. So hopefully I'll get to experience some more of their stuff very, very soon. So let's talk about updates. I'm very busy with the February builds. They're all coming to a close here very soon. I got them all over here. You see my Kydex press is all set up, and I got the gargoyle in it right there, because that's how I set it up vertically, and then I heat. So I did the rock copper. So I heat up just this portion, and everything else is staying in the press. And then I just kind of bend that back, so it gives it the little ramp for your thumb. So that's kind of what I do. So I have it all set up vertically, and one by one, I'm going to be putting their little thumb ramp on them, because I got all the sheaths in really good spot. They're all in excellent shape. This one is all ready to have its thumb ramp put on. The same with the bloom, ready for its little thumb ramp to get put on. So they're all looking really, really good. The pedal is looking pretty nice. Did OD green with the black. It's going to have the black strap on it. So that one's looking really good. And then, of course, you saw the rock copper. I got that in pretty good spot too. I don't know. There's Casey, don't get too excited, because it's not coming out. Look, that sucker is not coming out. There's no way, shape, and form that's not going to come out. I can pop it open. The knife is starting to take shape and to look good. They all are. But it's got just a slight bit of rattle in it. And it drives me crazy that it does that. And I know I've been hit on that before, but it's not coming out. It's safe. It's not like it's not safe, but, you know, I want it to be safe for the user. The Bloom harpoon, looking good. It is getting there. Hopefully he is doing well. I know the owner of this one, or the soon-to-be owner of this one, wasn't doing good health-wise. So hopefully you're doing good, my friend. And then, you know, we got the Detroit Lions. So I threw on a little bit of blue on the sheath. Hopefully you guys can see that. But I put the blue eyelets on there to match some of the blue. Just going to get a black sheath, black lanyard. But, and then the gargoyle, I don't want to take it out. It's sitting right there, looking all beautiful. That desert ironwood is popping and looks really good. So the February builds are almost done. I just have to finish the sheaths and do some of the final touching and polishing on those and put an edge on them, and they'll be done. So hopefully in the next 2 to 3 days, I'm going to get all of those completely buttoned up, get some good photos on them, and then get them out to their new homes. Which brings me to March. You guys are great. Instagram is kind of blowing up. I have been getting messages left and right about, hey, I'm interested in getting in March. I'm interested in getting in March. Everybody's biting at the bullet. And that's amazing. How I'm glad everybody's excited because they want me to make them a knife, which is great for me. But, you know, I only have spots for 5. I can only do 5. And this month's been a lot, and I know it's only the big middle of February, but listen, I have to start thinking about March because I got to start figuring out what everybody wants. I got to figure out the materials that everybody wants, order those materials, and get it in-house before I start the builds. So, plus I have other things that I really like to do too, like spend time with my family. But I wanted to get February done because I knew it was a short month, and I wanted at least a week and a half to be able to be like, okay, let me get myself reorganized and get myself ready for March, because it takes a lot. I have to get everything prepared and then start cutting stuff out and getting to work on those. So I only have 5 spots left, and the video will drop when the books are open, and I'll post something on Instagram when something is open. And then you guys reach out to me on Instagram or by email and let me know that you want to get in the books and what knife you want, etc., etc. It's very, very clear cut. This is how I do it. I'll release the video. The video was one that I released before. It tells you all the models that are available. You pick a model, you pick a steel, 80 CRV2 or AEB-L. There's only 2 you get to choose. I don't do Damascus for monthly builds. That's just something that I do personally. So you get AEB or 80 CRV2. And then you get to pick whichever blade you want. We're not modifying the style or anything else. Just pick one of the models. And then a handle material. And if you're not really sure about handle material, think of at least a color. And then I can at least be like, okay, my Carta G10, this is, you know, G10 is going to be a little bit more cheaper than a micarta. And then if you start getting into like something like the fat carbon, that stuff's kind of expensive to get. So that's going to start raising the price of the knife. It looks amazing, but it does start raising the price of the knife. So there are materials that'll end up getting more expensive. Some of the wood, that's a little bit more expensive. But like Kieranite, that's a little bit more expensive than G10, but I usually put the links of some handle materials. You can check out Jantz, Jantz. I think it's like knifemakers.com, and then Maker Material Supply. Those are two places where you can just get lost looking at handle material. I know some of you guys who watch have like sent me some stuff and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. And it's like, yeah, you can get it down that rabbit hole and you're going to get lost down that rabbit hole. With handle material, it gets pretty crazy. So as long as you guys have a good idea of where you're going, and then that's less back and forth, and the quicker I can get started on the projects. Although I like kind of designing and getting it all put together and we understanding, especially when if you have a full vision of what you want, that's even better. So like, yeah, I want this with the OD green and a green sheath and black liners and a green lanyard. And if you can give me all those just that's amazing. If you can give me all of those descriptions of the things that you want, that's fine. And then I can come back and be like, okay, that's going to work. Like if you know, I want it acid etched and tumbled. I want it just a satin finish. I want it, all of these. There's a lot of little details that I need to know. If you're just like, hey, make me a pedal, I don't care what you do. Well, I need to know something. I mean, yeah, I'll make you a pedal and just go crazy with it within the price range of which you have. But, it's nice to know what direction you're thinking, so at least I can give you the product that you want, because my thoughts might be different than what you want. Anyway, so March is coming. So everybody needs to be a little bit patient, and it's only 5. And if I don't get you, then we'll get you in April. And if I don't get you, we'll get you in May. I'm one guy working in my little shop, and I don't do production stuff. I do custom stuff. Everything is custom. Even the yoke dough packages, even though some of it was given to me, it's still custom and it still takes time. And then if you need AEB, I send that out for heat treating, and that takes a little bit extra time. I think February went a little faster just because it was all 80 CRV2, so I could do all of that in-house. I didn't have to send any of that out. And that kind of sped things along because I can get them all done at once. But it also kind of was a lot of work because I had to focus on all 5 at one time instead of, okay, these 3 I can heat treat and I can do, and then these 2 are going to go off to Peter's, and then when they get back, I can work on them. So anyway, just something to think about. But if all of you guys who are looking forward to March, it's coming. I just need to button all of this up and get that in a really good spot, and then I can start taking some of the orders for March. As far as payment, somebody asked about payment. I collect payment when you are 100% satisfied with the knife. All of the final pictures and videos and everything else, I send it to you, with the customer, before I post it on social media. And as soon as the customer's like, oh, I love it, yeah, let's take care of payment, then I'll start posting stuff on social media so everybody can see what the finished product looked like. So that's kind of how I do things for now. Maybe I'll have to start taking deposits. I don't know. I don't like doing that, but I might have to, just to slow things down. But it is what it is, supply and demand, I guess. I'm just one person and I can only go so fast. But I would love to be able to produce everybody something. The pass around knife is going around. Casey, thank you. You did an awesome job with the pass around. And I think it's going to JB Big Red. And then it's going to go, hopefully it gets to Maddie. I know he was interested in it. So hopefully that thing's going around and it's getting some good reviews. So keep an eye out for that. You guys are probably going to get tired of seeing it. Maybe. I don't know. I was really proud of the way that thing came out. But anyway, guys, that's what I have for you. Please remember the logo goes this way and the letters are on the side. So anyway, there's that. Also, yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. I gotta find a place for this right now. I'm doing this right now. I'm doing it right now. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment or not. That choice is yours.